assistant. And I would literally be sending emails and be like, Sherry, assistant to Dr. Faith. Who is Sherry? I'm Sherry. I'm Sherry. To make it look more big. Stop playing with me. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, which is side hustles. Why are side hustles my favorite thing? Literally because you can take a side hustle from something that just brings in some extra funds to you and scale that bad boy into a whole full-blown business. This is literally what has happened to me, and I'm sure thousands of other people, where their side hustle was able to replace their income, or was definitely on track to do so, so they were able to chunk the deuce on that 9 to 5. But here's the thing though, I want you guys to know my heart. People are like, oh, if you're got a 9 to 5, you're a slave. If you got a 9 to 5, you're stupid. If you got true. That is not true. I think one of the smartest things that you can absolutely positively do for yourself is to have your 9 to 5 and have your side hustle. Let your 9 to 5 pay your bills. Take care of your expenses, have that savings going, then let your side hustle pay for itself. So the money that you make in your side hustle, you invest it back in the business. You get your legal entity set up if you haven't already, child. Make sure you have your LLC at the bare minimum, right? Make sure you have your terms and conditions and your policies, and get all of that good jargon up, especially if you're in certain type of businesses and industries where people will want to just try and do you dirty, child. I'm just trying to help you cover all your bases, okay? Let the side hustle also equip you and cause you to grow, learn new skill sets, all the things. You still have your 9 to 5, taking care of it, so you don't have that stress and that pressure, and you can really focus on letting your side hustle be the side hustle until you say, you know what, I think I'm ready to really level this thing up and grow it. Then you can use your side hustle to pay for a business coach, pay for, logo and this and that, all the things that you want to do, and you still have it. Then by the time you leave your 9 to 5, boom, your side hustle is bringing in the dough. You've used your 9 to 5 to put money away. You have, you're set. That is wisdom, okay? That is wisdom. So I'm here for the 9 to 5s. If you can do it, do it. If you can't, hey, it's okay. I'm here for you. I've got you, and this video is just for you. BT Dubs, this video is brought to you by Vonza.com. Vonza makes it easy for you to run your business online because it's a one-stop shop for your online business. It has funnels. You can build out your website. You can have memberships, put your courses on there, put your digital and physical products, so much more, honey. Go to Vonza.com and sign up today. They do have a free trial, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 14 days for free. So that way you can get a feel, you can see how you like it, and then once you get all up into it and the 14-day trial expires, boop, you just go ahead and pop your credit card in because you've already set yourself up to win. So thank you, Vonza, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get on into it. Here's the deal. I have my notes over here, so if you see me looking over here, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I would never do that to you, love. Never. I'm actually just looking at my notes, and I want to tell you some great side hustles. I really even haven't decided, honestly, at the point of making this video, how many side hustles I'm gonna share with you, because I have a bunch of them. But I'm gonna do at least 5, because 5 is the number of grace. Yes. So if you want more than the 5 I'm gonna share, let me know in the comments, and we'll just have to make something happen, honey, okay? We just gotta make it do what it do. So listen, I'm gonna get into the list, okay? And let me just share, I don't even think I have this on my list, but let me just share one side hustle that I had, which was using my car as a money maker. You better drive with your money maker, drive with your mom, okay? I use my car as a way to make money. So I used it to do Shipt, and if you haven't heard of Shipt, I'll try and pop the logo up on here. But Shipt allows you to basically do groceries and do stuff like that for other people. So they have the app, they send you a card, and then based on the person's orders, let's say the person has purchased like $100 worth of groceries, they'll put like 110 or 120 on the card, so that way if they have any substitutions, like what they actually want isn't there, you can still say, hey, they have this though, you can get that, da 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 da. You deliver it to them. Y'all, I got some big bank, big tips when I used to do Shipt. I loved it. And I think too, just a moment of personal growth and reflection. When I would go to certain houses, I would, like, some people would be like, oh, could you bring it to the garage? Could you bring it into the house? Now listen here, I told my husband what I was doing, so if there was any SOS, we would be covered, because this is a rare treasure over here. You can't lose this. But when I would go into people's homes, sometimes like a mom would be juggling like kids and the dogs would be coming. I'm like, oof, you got a lot going on, honey. And I would bring the groceries in or leave them in the garage. Or even if, like, sometimes I'd have people come out to the car and like, oh, thank you so much, I know it was a lot. I'm like, no, you're good. I'll help you, whatever. Like, no, I got it. Or they'll have their kids come to the car and like grab the stuff from my car. I would be like, y'all live like this? Y'all live out here? People live out here? Y'all can afford this? Like, I would be like, okay, God, where's mine? Where is mine? Like, I'm ready for my blessing, my house. Let's go. Whatever I gotta do, let's make it happen. I'm so happy and grateful. Like, I be saying all the, the affirmations and the mantras, because I was like, if other people can live like this, so can I. And if I'm just right now in my season of side hustle, I'm just in my season of doing, so be it. I'm on my way. And those houses, a lot of times, was just blowing my mind and just expanding my thinking. So I was really, really happy about that time. But I was using my car to make money, honey. And that leads me into one of a side hustle, which is putting your car on Turo. Listen. So at some point, my husband and I, we had an extra vehicle and we did a lot of work at home. And so our car was just sitting in the driveway and we're like, you know what? Why don't we put our car on Turo and see who would rent the car out? Y'all. And we had a Kia. It was a Kia. We had a Kia. And people would just be renting the car. And I'm like, and my husband's like, and we were like, okay, we about to level this thing up. So he got, we ended up getting a car dealer license. We turned that thing from side hustle to big hustle. Like, it was a big business for us. And it really took us into six figures, because when he got that dealer's license, we now started buying different cars like Kias, Toyotas, Hyundais, just those long-lasting cars, and we get them for really good price. We started networking and making some friends who would be selling cars, like car salesmen and stuff like that. And child, it worked. We ended up, I think at one point we had at least 10 cars at one time, and all them jokers was being rented out. Like, we couldn't even keep track of, like, we kept track, obviously, but it was like, we just got this car. Okay, we're gonna put it through to get clean, and then this person is ready, and they got their insurance ready, and now it was great. I'm talking about, it was great. Now, of course, with any side hustle I tell you about, you just have to know that it does come with, some work. It does come with some effort. Everybody's not clean. Everybody doesn't do oil changes and stuff like that. Like, we did our own oil changes. We did our changing of tires, windshield wiper. Like, we maintained the car just so that wouldn't be a problem. And you also want to make sure that they have their own insurance. If anything, that was the biggest thing, just making sure that they were covered and make sure you were covered, because who we had, you couldn't put those cars that's intended for business use, you couldn't put those cars on the road like that. Like, you couldn't put it on our insurance policy. So, you know, we did that, or we just made sure that they have their own insurance. And other than that, it was really great. And, you know, we were renting out cars for $25, $35, $45. It was great. And I suggest you do that too if you have, this little piece of hair is working my nerve, Jeff. Okay. I suggest you do that too if you have a luxury vehicle and you have good insurance, and if they have insurance, because the way people are renting luxury vehicles is model. I tell you. So rent out your car. There's Turo and there's other websites that you can look up, and you can do that. That's a great side hustle, and it doesn't require you to do anything. Okay, the next side hustle that I have for you is having a travel business. So you can literally, and there's companies that let you do this, you can literally put together or help people find great tickets, packages for wherever it is that they're traveling to. You can literally like create people's itinerary. For me, as an entrepreneur-minded person, I would do, like, if you did have a travel business, for example, not only would I help them to get a good deal as far as like their packages and their travel, but also do your best to set up, like, have an itinerary for them so they can have options as far as places to eat, places to go, places to have memories, get souvenirs, stuff like that. And that literally can be an ebook that you can do an upsell for, and that's even more money for you. So I'll put a lot of the links in the description box below so that you can just check them out and see the ones that I recommend to you. And then of course, feel free to do your own research, honey, and find whatever works for you. But travel is big, and I know we're in a pandemic, but honey, people are spending more money than ever before because they need relief from the anxiety, the stress, the pressure of the pandemic. So yes, you gotta get a COVID test or you gotta wear a mask, but child, memories are forever, okay? So that's another one, okay? That's number 2. Number 3 is become a virtual assistant. I know you were not expecting that. You were not expecting that. You weren't. It's good. I'm gonna tell you why. Because so many people are becoming entrepreneurs. And initially, when you're an entrepreneur, you can do it all. Like, that's how, you bootstrap it. We didn't have a lot of money when we were, my husband and I, we were becoming entrepreneurs. And I just didn't have the liberty, as a mom. I think I was probably in school at that time for master's or PhD, one of the two, Jack. Then, I just didn't have the liberty to spend money on a virtual assistant. So I was my own assistant, and I would literally be sending emails and be like, Sherry, assistant to Dr. Faith. Who is Sherry? I'm Sherry. I'm Sherry. So make it look more big. Stop playing with me. You have to be. But now you can become a virtual assistant. And so the easiest way to do this and like offer your services or know what that really looks like is go to Fiverr.com, go to, it used to be called Elance, Upwork.com, and you will see a slew of virtual assistants, okay? You may say, well, it's saturated. Why would I want to do that? Stop. There's something specific that you can stand out for, that you can do, that you have a skill set for, that entrepreneurs will hire you for and want to pay you to do. Even this YouTube video, a virtual assistant would do that. Even like editing YouTube videos, creating graphics for YouTube, like the thumbnails, and editing podcasts, and creating graphics for Instagram and Facebook and the website. And if you know Vonza, right? Because there's a lot of people that's on a lot of business people on Vonza, and they just want someone to do it for them. Like, design my website for me, design this for me. Okay, cool. Just pay me this and I'll take care of that for you. Okay, great. Boom, boom, right? If you have copywriting skills, if you have sales skills, graphic design skills, those are all skill sets that will help you stand out in the crowd and be a virtual assistant. And you can have certain specialties that you promote yourself as. And that will literally cause people to come pounding down your door. You're welcome. All right, number 4. Was that number 4? Personal assistant? Yeah, okay, number 4. All right, so number 4 is a balloon business. Let me tell you something. My husband had his birthday party, and we've always had like lots of different events and stuff, and I'm just a DIYer, and so I will just do stuff. But this most recent birthday party that I threw for him, I just didn't have the time. I didn't want, but I wanted like a whole balloon cascade. We had like 4 different colors going on. It went around the staircase. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up here so that you can see. And I paid her like $400, something like that, $400, $500. And then I also rented a royal chair, very beautiful, regal child, regal. And that was fun. So the whole thing, and I don't even know if maybe it took about an hour and a half, because she had like the balloon blow up machine, and she had her thing, I think she used Honeybook to get that. But if you have your Vonza platform, you can definitely use that. Have people fill out their application or a questionnaire, and so that way you know how to serve them. Like balloons, and it's like, oh no, that's okay, I'll just go to Dollar Tree. Fine, go to Dollar Tree, go to Delatra, that's fine. But there are certain times when Delatra is not going to cut it. Okay. Get you a balloon person, and you could be that balloon person. And it's just, the tying, like when we finally cut it down off the banister, like we saw how she kind of tied it and worked, and I was like, ooh, I could do this. I said, stop, I'm not learning how to do anything that I can pay someone to do. I say that humbly, and I thank God that we are in that position, but I'm tired. You don't have no money. You just coming up from the gutter, child. You just pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. You figure out and you learn how to do everything. And I'm a crafty DIY type person. Whew, but I'm tired. I'm not doing that anymore, okay? Then the next thing that you can do, number 5 is you can literally start selling handbags and accessories. Now, here is the thing. I know everybody's talking about drop shipping. I have experience in that too. It wasn't the best, but you may have a different experience. That's fine. What I want to help you focus on is selling items and accessories that you can get at a very low price, and then have a markup to where you're having a good amount of profit. So if you're getting something for like $10, but it has that quality, it has that look to it, it has the aesthetic, and of course you can take pictures and post it up on your Vonza platform, then hey, do what you do, mark it up from you buying it at $10, just depends on what it is, for $10 to now selling it at $25, $30, right? Those type of businesses where people, like I said earlier, people are buying because they want to soothe, and so they're using shopping, drinking. I'm not a fan of excess. Don't do anything in excess or anything that would put your being in danger, okay? Or when a substance is completely taken over you that you don't have any type of control over yourself. No, but I know that's what people are doing, right? So give them what they want in terms of products, goods, services, right? So those are my 5. I actually gave you 6. Did you see that? I gave you 6. I told you that you could literally, I'll put your car up on Turo or any of those other sites where you can rent out your car. I told you you can have a travel business. I told you you could be a virtual assistant. I told you that you could do, what was the other one? A balloon business. And I also told you that you could literally be selling handbags and accessories, because what woman ever has enough handbags and accessories And all of these businesses, for the most part, you can absolutely use your Vonza platform to host it, right? And have people come. Even if you have a car business, take a picture of your car, put tons of pictures of your car, right? And have it on your platform, so that way people can see like, oh wow, this is a really nice car, what have you. Your balloon services, let them see it, so on and so forth. Now, if you guys tell me in the comments that you want another one of these, the next one that I'm going to focus on doing, I'm going to give you a digital version where you don't have to have anything hands-on. It'll just be digital products, online version of stuff, right? Where you don't even have to leave your household. You can be in your home office. And really, the virtual assistant and the travel person definitely doesn't require a lot of hands-on, but the next one, I could definitely get you some good stuff to where you don't even have to put your wig on for the day if you don't want to. If you don't want to, honey, if you want to get all glammed up, that's fine. But if you don't want to, I got you. Let me know if you want it. So what did you think about these ones? I really feel like, you know, you got to start somewhere, and all of these options that I gave you today are powerful, and you can scale them up, especially if you know how you stand out and how you can serve the market better than anyone else. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me say it again. It doesn't matter if you like sales or not, whether you have a business, whether you're on a 9-to-5, as long as you're living life, you're on social media, you are selling something. You are having people believe that you have something for them, right? Otherwise, why would they follow you on social? So every post you make has the intention of bringing people into your space, into your life. So you're selling them on you. Learn how to sell. It's gonna bless you. And if you want that video, let me know, because honey, we could talk about some sales strategy. We can make that happen all day. But you sell, whether you're in business, 9-to-5, living life, whatever, social media, you're selling. You might as well learn how to do it now and do it good. All right, beautiful. I love you. Stay tuned. Check out some of the other videos that I have for you, and let's elevate together. Bye.